Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, December 13th, 2022. We get together with our distribution partners most weekday mornings at this time, 8 o'clock Central, to discuss strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories, and support each of you. Today, we're going to go back to kind of a foundational topic, and that is a topic of leads. But we're going to approach it a little differently than before. We're going to talk a moment about generating leads, and then we're going to talk about some ways to work those leads. That is a different topic, different approach. So in terms of, well, regardless if you're an affiliate, and so our affiliates just simply have free landing pages, and all they're doing is just trying to drive people to their free landing page, and from that they get paid off conversion. So affiliates have it easy. Just drive to the free landing page, drive. And then in contrast, we have our white label partners. Now, our white label partners are more involved. They're getting the clients under contract under their paper. So there are some obvious differences, important differences between the affiliate role and the white label partner role. But what we're speaking of now really makes no difference. We're talking about lead generation and lead management. So we're talking about lead management second. In terms of generating leads, there's many different ways to generate leads. We've talked about them over time during these morning sessions. You could go out and speak. We provide each of you a curriculum called the 27 Mistakes That Keep Small Businesses from Getting Funding. And so some of you do webinars. Some of you, like me, have gone out to libraries and have conducted in-person workshops. So certainly through education, that is a great way to generate leads. Getting referrals is awesome from accountants. We're getting more referrals from business attorneys now. I have to call one back this morning. From bankers, bookkeepers, so forth. You can buy leads is another option. And let's talk about that for a moment. So we have no financial relationship with Synergy Direct. If all's going well, I'm sharing my screen with you here. Synergy Direct Solution is a resource that Bruce turned us on. So Bruce is one of our top white label partners. And so he introduced us to Synergy Direct. And since then, we've been kind of tooting their horn. They can be a bit difficult to get in contact with, but everyone that I've talked to thus far that has been using Synergy Direct has had amazing results. SynergyDirectSolution.com. And on this business loan leads, I'll tell you what most people are doing. I'm not saying you need to do this or should do this, but if you scroll down, and it can get confusing, right? Because you got all these tabs of different types of leads, and then you start seeing some of these prices, and it's like, holy Moses. I mean, I don't want to pay $40 or $50 for every lead, because that's a lot of money. But I'll tell you what most people are doing, and I think it's devilishly good if you understand it. It's this, the virtual agent. Now hear me out. Under this virtual agent plan, they give you the leads for free. You're not buying the leads. You see all these dollars of paying $20 a lead or $50 a lead or whatever through this virtual agent model that they have. The leads are free. What you're actually doing is paying for your virtual agent, a well-spoken young man, young lady, typically in a third world country, that's calling the leads list that they already have. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1. You're getting the leads for free, and you're getting the man or woman power, the person power, to reach out to them, to funnel them to your landing page. Now, is it free? No. These folks work in third world countries, but they still need to live, right? They still need to pay for housing and food. So at $9 an hour, what everyone has told us is that they're generating on average 1 typically to 1.5 deals per hour. So let's use the affiliate. You make $250 per conversion as an affiliate. Not a big deal, I know. But if you had a virtual agent, so you make $250, we'll just say $250 an hour is your income. And of course, it costs nothing to become an affiliate. We provide you the landing page. There's no overhead you have to deal with there. But then if you're paying this virtual agent $9 an hour to make the calls to the leads lists, you're netting, your profit margin is $241 per hour. Pretty good, right? Let's say the virtual agent that you got was a dud and didn't hit the same numbers. Let's say that they had to work a whole day, a full 8-hour day to get a deal for you. Well, 9 times 8 is 72, if my math is correct. So let's just round that off and say cost you $100 of labor to generate $250 of income. I mean, as a profit margin, that is over a 50% profit margin. It's great. So am I pushing you to do this? No. Do I need you to understand that this is a best practice, that some of our top producers are doing this? Yes, I want you to understand it. What we've seen, and we've visually seen this, is the leads that these virtual agents generate are amazing. You're going to get a data set from the virtual agent because they've talked to this person, right? It's not just some list, some cold list. They've talked to this person and they have the person's name, email, phone, address, how long they've been in business, their credit, how much money they want, what they're going to use it for, and so forth. I mean, it's a great data set, and they'll drive them to your landing page. So you don't even have to talk to them if you don't want to. So I would encourage you to consider, if you're looking at the income that you're making as an affiliate or as a white label partner, if you're not hitting the numbers that you want to be making, most likely the problem is you don't have enough lead flow. And here's one way to fix that lead flow for next to nothing and pretty much guaranteed profitability. So I'll leave that at that. The second part of our conversation today is not about generating leads, but it's about lead management. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, one of our new affiliates, brand new affiliates, and he happens to have a database. He comes from a background of network marketing. So he has a database, what's called an Excel spreadsheet, if you will, of a bunch of entrepreneurs, tens of thousands. And he's like, what can we do to help him market to his leads list? Now, granted, it's not a warm leads list. It's nothing like we were talking about over here, but it is a list of small businesses. So what we're working on, Scott Stroud's our chief marketing officer, what we're working on now is kind of a plug and play system whereby if you have a list of leads that you want us to market to, you can provide us that list. We will drop them into a drip marketing campaign that will go out. So emails that are spaced out, usually 2 days apart, going to be a series of 5 to 7 emails. And that will drive them to your landing page, And so, and there won't be any cost to you, of course. So we're in the process of getting that set up. So if any of you currently have a leads list, and it should be material. I mean, if you have 10 people on your leads list, you could just email them. You don't need a whole system probably. But if you have 50 or more, 100 or more of small business owners, it's certain, or people that want to start a small business, people that maybe have been declined merchant cash advances. There's different types of lead, different lists you might have. But if you have a list, set that aside, and here pretty soon we'll have that system ready to plug and play. So what you would do is you would email us the spreadsheet. We would plug them into the email drip campaign, and that email drip campaign would be specific to you because it's going to draw the call to action for each of those emails in the drip campaign is going to be a link, a button that goes directly to your landing page. So obviously you would get credit for every one of them. If they decided to sign up and become a sub-affiliate, now they're your sub-affiliate. If they signed up and became a client, now you're getting the $250 a pop. So I'm just curious, of those of you that are on the live Zoom right now, do any of you have a leads list of, let's say, 100 or more that we could possibly do the marketing to for you. Wouldn't be any cost. You'd get all the benefits. So Alfred, Andrea, Bernard, Charles, Frankie, Jeanette, Pauline, Quincy, Sonia, Warren, others. It's okay if you don't, but I'm just curious if you can respond back in the Q&A. Do any of you currently, not saying are you willing to go out and buy leads or anything like that, not talking about that, but do any of you, or which of you, have a leads list that if we had a free drip marketing campaign that we could get the leads list from you, drop them into that campaign, and again, it would be your campaign, it'd be specific to you, it wouldn't be going to our generic website, it would be going directly to yours. All right, so Warren's got 1,000 in his, that's a good number. Based on, Charles, what you've done before, I'd be surprised, Charles, if you didn't have one, but you can let me know. All right, so we're working on that, because essentially Jeanette has 200. Great. So because we have all the tools in place. If you signed up as an affiliate, you have a free landing page. We just need to go ahead and fine tune those email messages and then get a system going. But I was just curious if any of you have those. Andrea has about 150. That's great. That's great. I think what we'll probably set is a minimum of 100. Just because there's some setup time, but because each of the drip emails that go out will have to be edited slightly to make sure that the call to action link is back to your landing page. But okay, but so if you're not signed up as an affiliate, I would definitely do so. So you have that landing page that we can drive people to. And there are places you can just buy lists. And I don't know, let's go back over here to Synergy Direct. Let's see, MCA leads, which I know that's not what we do exactly, but we can go to aged MCA leads. And let's see what they price those out as. If we just had to go out and buy some leads, trying to find their pricing on that. Here we go. So aged, no minimum order. 5 cents a piece, includes company name, contact name, phone number, and email. So that would work. And so if we needed 100 of those, I mean, it wouldn't be much at all. So yeah, even for those of you that do not have a leads list, if you're not seeing the income come in that you need, there are some options to buy some aged leads list very affordably. And then with this marketing engine, we could take care of it, because that's kind of what we've learned. We've seen this world of haves and have-nots. Some of you are making crazy money. Typically, what's the predictor? You tend to be a little bit more sophisticated. You have a system in place. You know that driving people to a landing page to sign up is much more effective than having to deal around with it, to mess around with an e-signature. So those of you that have a bit more of a sophisticated approach are driving a lot more numbers in general than those of you that are just kind of bootstrapping it. So since we have the systems in place, it kind of makes sense for us to make those available, because we all win together. And so that'll be the next campaign that we'll roll out, no cost to you. If you have a leads list, you'll be able to send those to us. We'll put them in the drip marketing campaign. But it will be a drip marketing campaign specific to you, meaning that the call to action is linked to your landing page. And that's one of the nice things about the affiliate model, is you automatically get a free landing page, and we know what that landing page is. I know some of you that are white label partners, you've done some more sophisticated things and generated your own landing pages, but we may not know what that looks like or where that's at, so it's not as easy for us to implement. All right, so to wrap up our brief training today, we're talking about leads. We're talking about that Synergy Direct solution has proven to be a good resource for those folks that don't have enough leads. The model that we've seen consistent success with is this virtual assistant, and they don't work for free. Obviously, that's too good to be true. But if you consider you're making $250 per conversion as an affiliate, a lot more than that as a white label partner, and your outlay is only $9 an hour, we're seeing 1 to 1.5 leads generated per hour, that the math makes perfect sense. All right, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns on Synergy Direct? And again, I don't work for them, I don't have a relationship with them, but if I can help you answer those questions, I can. Otherwise, obviously, you want to get in contact with them. And then we'll start the drip campaign for those of you that have a leads list. You'll just need to pull that aside. Don't send it to us yet. We don't need it yet. Just go ahead and get them organized. And it'll be an email campaign. Any questions, comments, concerns? We're having a really, really good month. So if there's anything that we can do to make sure that you're sharing in the prosperity, let us know. It's definitely finishing the year strong. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you back tomorrow morning. Have a good day. Bye-bye.